What is going on, guys? This is the Marvelite podcast, and today Michael is hosting it. That's myself, and we are talking some very great things. Here with me today, we have Nick.
Yeah, what's up, guys? Regular co-host on Marvelite now. Like, I've gotten 20 episodes under my belt on the show.
Nice. Congratulations.
Also, we have here is Luke.
Yo, what it do-ski?
Hey. And also, lastly, to wrap it up, we have Will.
Professor X takes it no lube, straight dry.
That kind of segues into the very first topic, X-Men Apocalypse. The latest X-Men film in the franchise comes out this week. We've all seen it, and we're here to talk spoilers for the film. So I'm going to mention this one last time, guys. This is a spoiler talk discussion on X-Men Apocalypse. So if you haven't seen it, back away.
I'm just going to go ahead and state that Michael and Will both paid money to go see this film tonight.
Why are you letting them know?
Why you got to tell them all that, man?
rough.
Why you got to put my business out there for all these people?
But yeah, so we've all watched the film. We're about to go tell our thoughts on the film. You know what? I'll go last on this one. Luke, we all know you have a lot of things to talk about this film. So what did you think?
Started hard.
Oh my gosh.
Nothing but nice things,
Oh
Luke.
my gosh. Alright, I'm going to get so much hate for this in the comments, but,
Are you?
It's whatever. Okay, well, I'm just going to go, so people don't try to cut my head off, I'm going to go ahead and say that I didn't hate the film, alright? I just didn't really care for it.
Fair enough.
Alright, let's start.
I care about the X-Men, and I care about the characters. Every single character that was involved, I hold dear to me, and I think people who have listened to this show for a long time know that. I, however, saw so many things wrong with the movie. I'm at the point now where I'm tired of settling, I guess, is the right way to put it, for some person or some director or some writer's version of the X-Men or what the X-Men are supposed to be. Like, I don't want that anymore. So that being said, I didn't hate Apocalypse. There were truly enjoyable scenes in the film. There were elements of some of the characters that I really, really, truly liked, and I think Bryan Singer did a really good job on touching on some of those aspects of some of these characters. However, when we'll get into talking about the characters, overall, I felt like Apocalypse was no real threat. He spent most of the movie giving speeches. I felt like Magneto was more of a villain in this movie than Apocalypse was. I don't know. There's really there's a lot to talk about, and honestly, I don't even think we could squeeze it all in and however long this episode's going to be. Because we could really break it down and analyze it, but I don't know.
We don't want to be here all day talking about it.
Before I get mad and start ranting, Will, what are your thoughts?
I actually enjoyed Apocalypse, but there are a lot of things that I have issues with. Like, I enjoyed it. I thought it was one of the better X-Men movies, but it's still behind 1, 2, and First Class. So I'd put it at 4. If you have to make a top 5 of all the X-Men films outside of Deadpool, it'd be 4 on that list.
Yeah.
They didn't really do... There are a couple dumb moments. I had a lot of issues with the effects more so. Because a lot of the effects were really good, but when they were bad, they were really bad. Like, some of the green screens, there's a moment with the CGI near the end after, it's a spoiler cast, so I don't care. But, after they beat Apocalypse.
Speak your truth.
It's no surprise they beat Apocalypse. Which, that kind of bothered me. Because, as far as I know from the comics, he's not supposed to be beatable. They have to keep, locking him away or putting him in different dimensions and shit like that.
Yeah, he can only really be dealt with for a certain amount of time, and then he
comes back.
Yeah, the only credit I'll give to that is that it took 3 Omega level mutants to do it. Like, it was Magneto, Storm, and Jean Grey. So I'm like, I can kind of let it pass because it took 3 Omegas to get him, but I'm like, but he shouldn't be dead.
But don't forget, man, we had Cyclops helping out too.
Yeah, okay, Cyclops. Cyclops was we'll get to that. Cyclops was. I thought it was alright, because I used to like Cyclops as a kid. He was kind of dumb a couple times in this movie. Like, when he was lamenting over Havoc's death, which I'm like, well, that explains why he's not in future movies. Because he clearly blew himself up. But when he's just like, it should have been me. I should have died back there. I'm like, you weren't there. You were at the mall watching freaking Empire Strikes Back. How are you gonna know that Apocalypse was gonna show up? Don't put that on yourself. That's stupid. And when they were in the helicopter and he's like, Nightcrawler, poof us out. And he's like, I can't. Jean Grey, put up a force field. I can't. I'm like, all right, laser eye, so you're going to try and shoot some laser beams? And no, he didn't. He just sat there like, well, I guess we're just here now. I'm like, God damn it, Scott.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing, too. Nick, what did you think, man? I want to hear your thoughts, too. We're all interested.
Like, I kind of want to... I could go on for a minute. Maybe I'll do my own video separately. But Nick, go ahead.
Luckily I did not pay to watch the final version of this movie.
I paid $70.75, thank you.
Yeah, so
did you get matinee?
No, I actually got student discount.
Oh, wow.
It was originally $9, and he's like, "Where do you student?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, $7.75. I'm like, "Thank God."
Wow, that's like matinee price over here.
And I brought my own candy too.
Ooh.
Yeah, like I don't know, like the movie has like Magneto and Professor X problems. It has it has Jean Grey problems.
Yeah.
It has I don't know, Apocalypse problems. It's just a bad movie.
Let Nick go. Let Nick go. Nick, is there more you want to say about it?
It's
Nick,
okay
it
to like.
Just,
it's okay if people want to like a bad movie. I mean, there's plenty of bad movies I like. So I mean,
it's one of the.
What did I tell you?
I think it's one of the better X-Men movies, but it's still not that. The problem is it's still not that. Like, even though I enjoyed the film, and I do actually enjoy it as an X-Men film, I'm so done with having Singer and Kinberg on movies. I'm tired of it.
Yeah,
I want I want
too.
a different perspective of it. Because except for the one time they did it with Brett Ratner, which even though I enjoy that film too, that one's honestly bad. Apocalypse, I had a little bit more fun with it.
Speaking of Brett Ratner, why is his version of Warren Angel much better in X3 than he was in this film? And that speaks volumes.
yeah, Brett
question is,
Ratner was listed in the credits on this too.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah.
Well, another question is, why is Warren alive? He was like 20 during X3.
I love how the spoiler review is just all over the place. Like,
Just like the movie.
Well, yeah. I mean,
I had to do it.
Again, there's just so much to talk about. I can't really articulate my thoughts, put them in order, because once I think of something to talk about, I'm thinking of like 5 other things that I didn't like about the film.
Yeah, but that's a double-edged sword because there's so much to talk about, but yet we don't want to talk about it for like an hour. We want to get out of here already.
So,
okay, but
I think we should slide on to the next topic,
well,
guys.
Well, hold on. I have to finish up on Apocalypse.
Luke, you know what? Finish up all your thoughts.
Let me finish up on Storm, and then we'll move on. Luke, you go. Then I'll go. Then we'll go.
Wait, let me finish up on Magneto, then we're good.
All right. Luke, you go. Nick, you go. Then I'll go. Then we'll go forward.
Okay, all right. Thoughts? Hold on. Apocalypse. He looked like Ivan Ooze. We never actually got like his quote unquote final form that was like heavily speculated. Oh, he's gonna look like just like the comics, and then like those early leaked images from the trailer came out, and it's like, oh wait, he's actually looking more like what we would think would be the comic book version. And then we didn't get squat. He just looked like Ivan Ooze through the whole thing. The way his power base was really awkward. I didn't like how he was able to touch a TV and learn everything from it.
Oh my god, I saw that coming and I was like, no, really? Like, really?
He Skyneted the shit out of everything.
Language.
Okay,
Rosetta Stone.
They used that same concept in Transformers, however they had the actual internet to explain how they know everything.
Yeah.
Apocalypse touched a TV from the 1980s, mind you, and was able to learn the English language in all of Earth's history since he had been gone.
Yeah, man.
Is there someone else that did that
touching
before?
a TV.
Oh yeah, Ultron. Oh my god.
Yeah, but he had like the whole entire like internet.
He had the internet to give him he had Wikipedia to give him hundreds of years of history. Apocalypse had a TV.
Yeah, bro.
From the 1980s in Cairo, Egypt.
He had DirecTV.
Oh my god.
Okay,
but
Luke, you good?
okay, but like here, like that, those are some of the like weirder moments in this film, but best moments in the film, guys.
Wait.
The Quicksilver scene.
Yeah,
Quicksilver scene,
good.
but even that scene, I thought like the effects on it, I felt like it was a little bit too long, and the effects on it at times were just like
what was up with that
iffy.
song choice?
I don't
I don't know. I thought the song choice was actually pretty cool. The way that Quicksilver came in was perfect timing. I feel like that was a really well-written scene. Like you said, Michael, the effects were really off, I think. The scene was slightly too long, and it doesn't make sense how he was able to go so fast. He could save everybody, but somehow he forgot Havoc.
He's like, oh,
They
shoot, the
killed
guy with big
Whoops.
powers. Oh, I let him
I think
die.
I got everyone. Oh, okay, that's a kid mistake. For someone that lives in their parents' basement, he did all right.
And what's funny too is I think that the Summers parents were cut out of the film, because you remember in early development we got some screen caps of Havoc's and Cyclops' parents were supposed to be in the film at some point, and they were never there.
Yeah.
So
Very true.
that got cut out for some reason. I don't know why. I think that would have probably thickened the brothers' plot a little bit more. I don't know. I didn't like how they killed off Havoc. He had been a founding member of the X-Men.
Yeah.
They killed him off for no reason.
Because
Warren
they
was a
could.
piece of crap. Psylocke was a piece
Oh,
of
also
crap.
Jubilee did nothing.
Yeah, she
Oh,
did.
yeah,
She had
Jubilee
a
did
Star Wars
absolutely
reference,
nothing.
man.
That pissed me off too. I'm like, where's Jubilee in the final fight? Why
Also,
couldn't she go
they
with
cut out. I don't know if you guys remember when they were filming. There was a lot of set photos of them in an '80s mall. They cut that entire sequence out, which
Yeah, they
had
did.
Jubilee and Jean and Scott.
That was actually some of the first set photos. Was Jubilee, Jean, and
And
Scott.
Kurt. Kurt was there too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Those were
Pretty
like
much.
the first set photos, and I'm like,
So
oh,
they cut the character moments, but
Wow. The scene consisted of them talking about Empire Strikes Back. That was it. And no, but what really got me was when Jubilee was like, well, you know what they say, the third movie's always the worst. I'm like, oh, was that a dig
Oh,
at
no,
yourself? Why did the movie get so
Julie
mad?
didn't say that. Thing said that. Gene.
Oh, Gene said that.
Yeah, I think that was a dig at Brett Ratner.
Yeah, but
that was
Yeah,
a
that
dig at
definitely
Apocalypse.
was.
They were self-referential.
yeah, I'm like, was
was
that
meta,
at
dude.
Apocalypse or X3? Either way, it's kind of right. But Nick, what were you gonna say about Apocalypse? Didn't you want to go in for a minute?
Magneto. I was just like,
Or
yeah,
Magneto.
why didn't he get a solo movie? But that's it.
I guess that was
I have to
explained.
mention. Yeah, I have to mention also. Yeah, you're right. Angel was absolutely useless. Why did Psylocke of all mutants in the entire world pick him? That didn't make any sense. You mentioned nothing about his past. He was just completely off of his character. It didn't make any sense for him to be there. One other thing too before we segue is why in the hell did Professor X's hair? Why did he lose all of his?
Because
hair?
Apocalypse is bald, fam.
Because, dude, man, those blue rays, dude.
Oh man, that so
Yeah.
it was so he went through like some weird chemo. Okay,
That's pretty
Yeah.
much what happened. Anyway,
Not
guys.
Kino.
chemo.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yes.
this movie
So-
was not
so-
Kino.
No.
It was
No,
not the
it was
case of
chemo.
Kinos.
It was chemo.
Stop this. Okay,
Dang.
okay. Now we're moving on, guys. So, anyway, guys, I believe that wraps up this episode of the Marvelite. Any last questions, comments, concerns, guys?
This is episode 33, by the way.
Yeah.
Chloe Bennett, aka Quake and Shake, doesn't think that Marvel will allow them to cross over with the TV series. Just putting that out there.
Probably not.
Yeah, she spoke her truth. She seemed kind of frustrated with that, but
The beautiful, talented Quake and Bake.
yeah. But anyway,
Right.
guys. So that is a Marvelite number 33. This was your host, Michael. Signing off. We have Luke,
Later.
Nick,
Yep, I'll see you guys next time.
and Willard.
Deuces.